welcome back to our channel. This is Project LSJ FIERO.
And today we're going to be working on beginning the interior restoration.
And before we get any further, you guys, I want to remind you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and when you're done watching, please leave any commentary down below.
Sometimes you have to get a little bit creative about modifying your car's interior to make it suit you. In this case, we're doing an interior color change, and so we need to get panels that are in the beechwood color, or we need to paint them to beechwood. Hey Rose, what are you doing here?
Well, we're getting ready to paint this center console, and what I'm doing is I'm just getting all the years of dirt and grease. There's some rust I'm gonna get off and even that out, and then after I've gotten any of the hard dirty spots, I still have to get the inside of this. Once I get all those hard dirty spots off, I'm gonna use a Scotch-Brite pad and I'm just gonna scratch the shit out of the surface, basically.
All right, let's take a look at the difference between what you've cleaned and what you haven't. So the gray part mostly has been cleaned, but I'm going to go right behind this door and show you guys what the condition of the entire console was. That's pretty gross. But I think we're gonna, since it's not warped, I think we can make it come back. We had an opportunity to buy a beechwood console, but even the best beechwood console we could find shipped across the country had some warping at the bottom. And so I decided we're gonna attempt to clean what I thought was a totally trash console. But it actually is looking like a very straight piece of material. So you can do this too with your interior. You can see sometimes things look like they are totally destroyed, but they clean up relatively well. So here, Rose is scuffing up the surface before we're going to apply wax and grease remover. This is one of the final steps after cleaning to prep paint. We're actually removing a thin layer of surface material from this.
So what I'm doing here is I am getting ready to remove any particulate matter or oils from my skin that are on the material. And what I'm using here is I'm using some shop towels because paper towel is going to be way too thin and it's going to just end up breaking up. So I would suggest using shop towels or clean microfiber cloth towels is definitely the way to go. And the wax and grease remover I'm using here is Dupla Color. And I'm going to just follow the instructions as it says and we'll see what it gets us.
So I'm going to use the SEM Color Coat Camel here, and we're finally ready to paint. Rose has prepped everything and scuffed it up thoroughly, and then we'll use the wax and grease remover on. The best way to do this, and the way that I find is most effective, is that especially in winter and cold months, I have a bucket of hot water, and I will immerse the can in the bucket of hot water to get the can up to temperature to about 70 degrees at least. Now, it's already hot outside today, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to show you that that is something we do at times. And then I've been shaking this can aggressively for about a minute, and I'm going to start with an extremely light coat that I'm going to let dry, and then come and apply another coat while it's still tacky. So I'm going to let it dry for about 10 minutes. Okay guys, now that I've put a very light dusting over everything, that means I can still see through some areas, especially at the bottom and around the edges, but I don't want to just keep applying paint because this first layer is the layer that everything else sticks to. So that's what matters about it. Anyway, I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes. It's about 70 degrees outside, and then I'm gonna come back and paint it again. Now the best way to do this would be in the garage, or even better in a paint booth. But in this case, you know, the garage is full of stuff, and it's a small item, so I'm gonna take the risk of it being outside. See you guys in 10 minutes. So I'm here at the local car wash, and I'm going to be washing the carpets from 2 of our FIERO projects. Let's talk a little bit about our FIERO's dome light cover. Now, most people don't know, but all T-top FIEROs were actually made as a solid roof car and then sent over to CNC before they went to the dealership to get modified for T-tops. And that meant that a lot of things are just done in a little bit of a strange way. And I'm going to show you that now. Here is a factory cover for a CNC T-top car. And what you can see has happened is that there is an overlay on top of a stock dome light. And this one's a little bit paint chipped, but it's completely stock. And all that CNC ended up doing was they cut around the edges and then just shoved an overlay on top of it. Now, that meant that the buttons are very recessed in here to turn on the dome light, and there's an extra hole for buttons that don't even exist on some cars. Honestly, I've always thought that looked kind of trashy. And on top of that, this panel is a very, very rare piece, and it breaks a lot of times. Our car is missing this panel. If you wanted to buy this panel from somebody, even in damaged condition, you'd be looking at $150, and it would still look like crap. That's unacceptable.
Alright guys, that's all we have time for today on Project LSJ FIERO. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Also, make sure you check out our new series, Countdown to FIERO Fest. It's only going to be a mini series this month, but it'll be coming out midweek. And then next week, we'll have another episode of Project LSJ FIERO for you. Bye, guys.
Bye.